Welcome to another program of Conference Happenings. You know, it's always fun to be with the youth. And so I have decided that it was time to interview the youth department because two of the three are brand new. One of you has been here a while doing a lovely job of what she does. And, you know, it's nice to have you in the office on occasion when you're there because you're always traveling or you're down here.
It's true.
So, Rob, tell me about yourself. This is Pastor Rob Dorales, and he is the youth director, right?
Yes. So I grew up, and first of all, it's good to be here with you.
Well, thank you.
And it's just, we love Debbie, the youth department. We love you. And she did not pay us to say this. So. I grew up in Florida, Palm Beach, Florida, and I wanted to have a different experience. So I was going to go to France to go to school there, and that didn't work out. My visa didn't work out. And so I said, what's the next best thing? Oh, Canada. They speak French up there. And I found this school in Lacombe, that sounded quite French. And so I moved here, went to school, started pastoring here, been in this conference for 10 years now, and I love it.
You did something special when you were a student at Berman.
Yeah.
I think it was a drum corps or something. I didn't know it then. I didn't know you. I just met you at that point in time. But you did have a drum corps, did you?
Yeah. We did that, you know, for about 3 years while I was there. And it was just another activity to get the kids involved. And yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed doing that.
So are you going to start a drum corps for youth here in our conference?
That's a question we bring over to Janet.
Okay, well, just a minute. You have been a pastor for how long?
10 years here.
10 years here already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we are now lucky to have you in the conference office as the youth director.
It's awesome.
So you have people that help you in the youth department because you could never do this plus all the Pathfinders and Adventurers and all the youth programs and summer camps. So who have you got with you?
Man, we have one of the best teams here in, I think, North America. That's my personal opinion.
Have you been around North America?
I've been around. Janet Vasquez does club ministries. Children. She's doing an amazing job there. And then Emmanuel does all things camp, summer camp. He's the guy. He's the go-to guy for that. And together as a team, we gel together. We have a lot of laughter in the office when we're there. And it's a good team. It's a good team.
So, Janice, you've been with us for a while because you did Adventurers and Pathfinders. However, now it's called Club Ministries, isn't it? The North American division has changed it. Yeah. So, your role is what? What do you do?
So I do club ministries that includes the Adventurers, the ministry, Pathfinders, and Master Guides.
Oh, and Master Guides. Yeah. And as you can see, we're out here at Foothills Camp because this is actually the first camp. Is it family camp? Adventurer
family camp.
Right. Yes. Okay, how many participants are there here?
Oh, we have this weekend is over 200 families. So, and we have a total of 350 kids around in the camp today. It's been busy, but it's so good.
I'm sure it is busy. It is busy. I know that you're always really busy when you're in the office because I know that you have investitures and you have all sorts of things going on. And I know Rob is out doing that too. So I know you're busy. It's a busy group. Now, summer camp.
Summer camp.
Yeah. When does summer camp start? You're already finished one, right? By the time camp meeting comes?
By the time camp meeting comes, we completed blind camp, which is the end of June, so June 30th to July 5th. And then following camp meeting is our last 3 sessions, which is family camp, then juniors, and then teen.
And have you had experience as a camp person? Tell me about yourself.
I have about 21 to 22 years of camp experience. I did my first 15 years growing up and being trained at White Sand. I did 3 years previously here, one while I was at Berman University, and then 2 other years working for a couple different camps as well.
Okay, so you went to White Sands before you ever came to here, huh? Because that's because you grew up in Mansass,
I grew up in Mansass, yeah.
Okay, so I know that you've got things that you've been planning.
Mm-hmm.
Summer camps are going to be full, or are they already full?
I've hired enough staff to make sure that when we reach capacity, we'll be comfortable.
Oh, that's
So
good.
there are certain things that we're fighting. COVID's one of them. Gillette's one of them. These things aren't bad or good. They just have diminished some of the attention. But things can always turn up, and we want to be prepared for when that happens.
So when summer camp isn't on, what do you do?
Plan for the next one.
It does. It takes a lot of planning, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It
Well,
does.
I mean, it's also a lot of. We all have our specific areas, but doing youth ministry together is like one of the most fun things.
Yeah.
So being here together as a whole department, actually.
Because typically you
Yeah.
wouldn't all be here at Adventurer Camp, would you?
Yeah. I think that's intentional. We're trying to make sure that we're supporting our different ministries, camp, Pathfinders, youth, young adult. We're kind of creating that collaboration.
I know that you traveled, Rob. You were down in, I don't know, Medicine Hat or something. You had a weekend there. What were you doing?
That
Was that-
that was amazing.
Was it?
The kids, the church culture. It's just a great group. They're a small group, but just a very wholesome. There's something about these kids that are not always in the city that they're forced to interact, and out of that there comes a maturity with these kids, and it was great. We had games night.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Did both of you or all of you go?
Both.
I was
of
here to
us.
assist Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
EJ led out in worship Friday night. He spoke as well. Sabbath morning I spoke, and then Saturday night we had a gym night. Monday we were at the school. It was a full weekend.
I guess. Well, Rob, when you started, all of a sudden I had on my desk plans from now till next year. And I thought, really? You really are thinking ahead, but you are, aren't you?
Yeah, you kind of have to be. You want to have fun, but you want to have a standard of excellence too. And I think that's something we've modeled in our different branches, that we want to have fun with these kids, but we want to have a system. And the system has to be bigger than us. And so one of the ways we do that is plan.
So what kind of things are you planning for? I know you've done some things already. What kind of things have you done?
Help me out.
Fitness.
We've done a fitness workshop.
Fitness.
Graduations.
Graduation
Global Youth
celebration,
Day.
Global Youth Day. That was huge.
Oh, yes.
School tours.
Yeah.
Do all of you go on school tours?
For my own purposes, I mean.
Because that's a good way to recruit for summer for summer camps. But what do you do?
We take them Timbits. We pray with the students. We play soccer with them, and it just breaks down the barriers.
Yes.
And I think a lot of times as pastors, that may be one of the challenges if we don't play with the kids.
Yeah.
And once you play with the kids, they open up, they share their stories, and you're able to do ministry that way. So.
And what was about Youth Day that you had? What was it? The one the big one?
Show up in the city.
Oh yeah.
What did you do?
Maybe you could share.
Oh, is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Show up in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
so the theme for this year was show up in the city. And we have youth liaisons in the 3 regions of the conference. So everyone had community service activities to go to.
All at the same time.
Yes, all at the same time. So we did things in Edmonton, in Calgary, in Red Deer, food banks visits, cookie baking for
Nursing homes.
It was a great turnout.
Yeah.
Free flowers in the park.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
We also went to the police department as well, and we brought stuff there. It was
Which one?
in Red Deer.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
And what did they think?
I heard they were very receptive.
Yes, you brought them food.
When in doubt, bring food.
Oh dear. So when you do a school visit, do you go in and help the chaplain if they have a chaplain, or it's a school pastor now, it's not a chaplain.
Right.
Do you go in and help them with the song service and stuff when they have a group setting?
So I get an opportunity because we've stayed in our respective cities. I'm in Calgary, Rob is in Edmonton, and so whenever I stop by Chinook in particular, I try to just support our youth ministries in other areas like we kind of mentioned. So if the school pastor needs someone to do a talk for the elementary and the high school and lead music, then that's easy ways for me to plug in, and that kind of gives me a lot of face time with the kids. And then in any other kind of ways, if we can step into a class and kind of just break up the daily cycle and just help the kids feel like something special is going on in their lives, then absolutely. Yeah.
And all I've seen is of these school visits is something on Facebook every now and again. It's usually in a Tim Hortons.
Yes.
And I'm going, why doesn't he bring it to the office? Come visit.
That's a good one. We'll come on Monday. No,
There's something you are going to do in the office, unless I missed it already, and that was kind of a shadowing for employment.
We're doing a mentorship tour where we allow our youth and young adults to come to the office and get to see what actually happens at the Alberta Conference. You know, sometimes we kind of look at them versus us mentality. We have that, and we want to break those barriers and say, hey, we're open. We want to be transparent with you. This is how we run AdCom. This is how we do this, and allow our next generation of leaders to have that early mentorship. So it's going to be a full day with us. We have mock meetings set up. We have office time. What else? I'm trying to think.
Who do I get?
We'll just keep bringing them to your office.
Okay. I'll be nice to them.
I'm excited about that mentorship tour to allow our young people to see what happens behind the scenes. So
that just brought another thought to my mind. I know the pastors are out there. They're all busy. They're doing what they are supposed to be doing. But, you know, they don't have much of an idea of what we do in the office either.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you came into the office? Because you were a pastor. You were one of them.
man, that's
Is that too hard a question?
That question is almost making me emotional. It was so different because we form assumptions. Sometimes we think people are out to get us, and it's not like that. I've seen just this heart, this care for our pastors, for our leaders, and just seeing how the decisions are made. Sometimes when you're focused, you're laser focused on your own church and you don't think of the bigger picture. But in the office, you can't just think of this group or this church. You have to think of the entire province. And that you know, it requires some hard decisions sometimes, but you try to do it with love and over communicate and let people know that it's for the overall growth of our
Right.
So that was a huge mindset shift for me, just seeing that. And also, the people are nice.
Thank you.
Yeah,
We are.
I guess the team is nice.
Yeah.
The office team is really nice. You know, you think these people just stay in the office and they're grumpy and they're doing this and they're out to get you.
Grumpy?
But they are amazing. So.
Sometimes we can be grumpy, especially if you don't answer our emails. So, you know, what can I say? I'm one of them.
Wow.
But we're glad you're with us. We're glad that all of you are with us. Now, the last part I want to talk about is something that, besides summer camp this summer, we have Gillette, Wyoming. Tell us what about Gillette, Wyoming.
That's all Jana.
Yes, so International Camporee every 5 years is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for the Pathfinders, children and the leaders. This time, the Camporee is happening in a new location,
Yes.
which is really, really good. And it's really exciting to know that we're going to be around 50,000 Pathfinders that are coming around the world to worship God, to do activities, honors, to make friends, trade pins, break records. There's activities that are going to be done, and it's just super exciting. It is a busy time for sure, but we are excited. We're ready.
How many Pathfinder clubs do we have in the Alberta Conference?
We have 29.
29.
Yes.
How many Pathfinders are going?
500 something.
And when you get all the adults, how many are going?
856.
So 856
Yes.
members of the Alberta Conference are going to be on their way to Gillette, Wyoming. What are the dates so everybody in the conference can pray?
Yes. So traveling is gonna start on August 1st. The advanced team, the coordinators, we're going first to set up and get ready for the clubs for when they arrive. But then the clubs arrive on August 4th.
And it goes till when?
Until August 11th.
August 4 to 11. Make
Yeah.
sure that you pray for the Pathfinders.
Yes.
There's lots of travel involved. I was on one of the first that went to Gillette, not Gillette, Oshkosh.
Yes.
And it's an awesome thing to do, but it's
Yes.
a lot of background work for the people that are organizing it. So just make sure that you're praying for the Pathfinders and all the people that are going to Oshkosh so that they can have an awesome time and all come back safely and everything's great.
Yeah.
You know, it's been fun. We could probably talk for a long time.
Yes, let's keep it going.
Oh, well, maybe not. We can do it again,
I'll
though.
repeat.
We'll do it again and just put it up on the website because sometimes it's fun to know what you're doing and where you are in all of the different areas of the youth department. So thank you for being with me, Pastor Rob Doralis, Janet Vasquez, and EJ. I know you as EJ, so now I've let it out. It's Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
Thank you
Love it.
again for
Love it.
being with me. And anybody that wants to, if you see these people at camp meeting, just say hi and tell them they're doing a great job. Thank you again. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Do we wave and say bye?
You
or-
can do that too.
Okay.
What is
You're a youth. You can do whatever.